Hey, how's it going? Back with another video here. This one's another unboxing tool review video. So I have a lot of the Milwaukee sanders. I really started switching a lot of my sanders over to cordless sanders. One of the tools I found most useful is this oscillating multi tool. So you see, this is just the M18. It's not the fuel version of the multi tool, but it takes all kinds of attachments. You can blade, grout remover, and but I use it mostly as a sander, especially fine detail sander. It's pretty big and bulky. So I decided I'd try to get the M12 cousin of this guy. So I picked up the M12 Fuel version of it. Haven't used it yet, so I've opened the box. Let's just see what's in there. So we got the tool. And just right off the bat, it doesn't feel any lighter than the M18 one. I have a scale here. Let's check it out. So let's see what we got. So the M18, try to get that all the way on the scale there. M18 comes out at 2 pounds, 12.7 ounces. I'm sure there's grams available, but you can convert yourself if you live overseas. This is America. And then the M12 is 2 pounds, 4 ounces. So it's about half a pound lighter. But I think where this is really going to excel is when you add the weight of the battery. So just for comparison, I have a 1.5 amp hour Milwaukee battery, M18, and an M12. The M18, I think these are probably going to weigh about the same, but 15 ounces for the M18. And the M12, oh, no, much less, 6 ounces. So I think that's where if you're doing a long sanding session or a long cutting session, they're a little bit lighter on the M12 side. As far as how they compare size-wise, I was kind of hoping it was a little bit more compact. And you can see with the battery attached, the M12 is a little bit more compact, but just by a little bit. But, these things are great. They have all kinds of attachments for them. And of course, it comes with little detail corner sander. And I really like these, especially if you have a glue up and you want to get the inside of your case done. This is great. So I 3D printed this little holder that holds all my sandpaper and sanders. Really comes in handy for just keeping stuff organized and out of the way. But I like these things, and I picked it up off of Amazon, and I'll share a link to all this stuff down below. But they have these little fine detail sanders. You can see this one's pretty worn. But you connect this to it, and you can put the sanding paper on top, so you can get up underneath something if you don't have a whole lot of room. Or you can put the sandpaper on this side, and you can sand down. And this is great for, especially for sanding 3D prints. Again, this is one of Zach Friedman's Gridfinity holders. Works great for holding this stuff. So how does it stack up? Well, I haven't used the M12 one yet. Like I said, I use the M18 a lot. Weight-wise, the M12 is a lot lighter. It actually has a bigger stroke.
That's what she said.
The Fuel does. So has a little bit more powerful. Goes up to 20,000 RPMs for the M12 versus the M18 comes out at about, I think it was 18,000. So just a little bit more for the M12. In terms of noise, let's see what this picks up right now. About 87 decibels. Let's see what this M12 was, or M18. At arm's length, it's about 10 decibels louder, so maybe that matters. We're going to be up inside an aluminum boat, so I think the noise will be a little bit nicer. And we're going to do a lot of sanding. There's a lot of detail, a lot of corners to get into to get all the old finish off so we can re-epoxy the boat. We're going to be using this a lot, so I think the noise is actually going to be a difference. So how does this work? It's got a toolless change. You pull this lever up, and it kind of releases the tension up here on the nut. You can use a coin or a flathead slotted screwdriver for this. It's tightened pretty tight at the factory here. Just undo that. It has a little bit of it comes with a blade also, just a wood blade. I use this, don't use this as much for cutting door jambs and trim as I do cutting metal. So the metal blade is pretty handy to have too. And it goes either way. You can mount it on the tool either inverted like this, or if space is a concern, I believe, nope, it won't mount that way. So it just mounts this way, but you can mount it at any angle. So if you have to get into somewhere to go sideways or diagonal, you can do that. All you do is you put the thumb screw back in, you set it hand tight, and then you just flip this lever and that locks it into place. Let me grab a piece of wood and I'll show you how it cuts. It's a door jamb you want to cut. That door jam's just sitting here. Yeah, pretty quick. Oh, plunge cuts, how does it do? This is pretty green wood. I'm making another project you'll see in a future video, but how does it do on a plunge cut, say? Yeah, so we're able to cut pretty deep with this guy. These blades are fantastic. You don't just have to use the Milwaukee blades. It's not like the Dremel multi tool where it has proprietary blades. You can use pretty much any blades that you can get at the Superstore. I'll even post a link. I bought a big pack of, I think, 24 blades off of Amazon. That's lasted me quite a while. If I'm doing a lot of cutting, especially in oak, I'll probably dull a blade and maybe have to change out in the middle of the job. But having a couple on hand, they're cheap enough that you can keep a couple in your toolbox. So what do I think? Well, so far, I'm really a fan of the M12 tool. It is lighter with the battery on it. It's noticeably lighter than its M18 cousin. Admittedly, this isn't the brushless, but it packs well above its weight, I think. It's got adjustable from 2 to 12, so it's got 10 adjustment positions. Not a lot of frills. It's got a LED light on the front to illuminate your work area. That seems to be the thing, and it comes in handier than you think, I guess. But yeah, you'll see this in some upcoming project videos, and I'll keep you posted. As always, I'll post links to all this stuff down below, so if you're interested, it really helps the channel out if you click on it. Sorry, I had some audio failure. But yeah, I really like the tool, and I hope you liked the video. You'll see it in some upcoming projects. Hope you enjoyed it. Thanks for watching.